Hey guys, so we're going to be going over the 2021 AGS-Kappa Spring Scholarship form. So, as mentioned in the general meeting not too long ago, we went over the eligibility criteria to apply for the AGS scholarship. So, we're just going to do a little recap. So, you want a 3.0 cumulative GPA, be enrolled in at least 6 units, have 20 hours of community service completed, and 5 hours of fundraising hours completed. You want to have attended 10 meetings, whether it was live on Zoom or online via the quiz. And you want to have your membership completed, so you want to be a member of AGS-Kappa. If you're still not sure whether you were accepted as an official member, you can always email us at agsk.lbcc@gmail.com to our VP of Membership, Ms. Jessica Tang, and she will be more than happy to respond to you and let you know about your status membership update. And then you also want your scholarship application form completed, which is the one we're going over right now. And so I just want to let you guys know ahead of time, when you do complete your scholarship form, you want to click on the link. We sent an email earlier with the link and a little bit of information about the scholarship, but you want to make a copy and then you want to edit it. If you're going to be doing this via computer and typing on it, but let's say you don't want to do that, you want to write it out, complete it by hand, then you can make a copy and then print it yourself. But yeah, just to let you know, and ahead of time, you will need your student issued ID from LBCC, because throughout this form, for the 3 sections that you need to complete, we will need the 7-digit ID number, for example, for this portion right here, and then the letter of recommendation, and then the course in progress form. And it's all here in this one huge form. But I'm just saying, you're gonna need this. And then so that is that before we start. And so without further ado, you're just gonna write your name first, middle, and last. The middle, though, it's just gonna be your middle initial. Your address, phone number, ID, date of birth. Now ask for your email address. I suggest you put in the email that you look at often. Let's say the one that you have registered with the school or with AGS, just the one that you want to make sure that you're going to see any possible updates, concerns, or questions regarding your scholarship, because you want to be up to date with that and make sure you're getting that email from them. Now, moving on. So this is the written portion, and for the written portion, we have an essay. So the essay needs to be about 250 to 500 words, and the prompt is shown right here. So I'm just going to kind of summarize what the prompt is about and just give you examples. So for example, it says here, your experience with AGS. So the point of, this whole essay is for the people evaluating it, to really understand your experience with AGS, your contributions that you made to AGS at LBCC or for your community, and they want to get to know you as a person. What was your journey so far that has led you to AGS? How has AGS impacted you? How has it affected you, whether it's academically, whether it's finding a new study technique, new study buddies, or you just found this family, and with AGS-Kappa family, and you've done these cool volunteering experiences, and you've learned some really inspiring things through them, or you have found networking connections, etc., etc. What have you done? Like, are you interested in being part of the board maybe next semester, or are you in the board, or have you been active in like a committee? They want to know about what you've done in AGS. Like, now it doesn't just have to be AGS. If you're involved with like LBCC student life and other LBCC clubs, or out of like school, like let's say your work, you go to work, you have family responsibilities, they want to know who you are and what have you done and how have you come this far. So yeah, the essay, you want to write about your participation, and you want to write a creative title for your essay. As for the formatting, it should be a 12-point font. It should be double spaced with 1-inch margins, and your name should be included in the upper right hand corner of each page in the header. So if you don't know, you can always type at the top in the header your name on the right hand, and then there should be an option for you so that the header repeats on every page, so you don't have to type it in. And if you don't know how to do these things, or like if you have questions more about essay, you want maybe you want someone to proofread your essay when you're done, or maybe you have questions about formatting or how you can go about doing something, whatever it is. It doesn't just have to be for the essay. How to do any of these parts that are part of the scholarship application form. That's what the application committee is for, and you can always email us. AGS will also be emailing with a form regarding whether you're interested in applying for scholarship, or in the future you will be applying for scholarship, and also whether you would like help with either proofreading or like downloading an unofficial transcript, etc., etc. You just click and we will be getting back to you and helping you, because we want to make sure you guys get what you deserve and receive that recognition, because you've been working hard to achieve not only the eligibility and criteria for the scholarship, but also everything else that you've done. We really appreciate that you guys, during this time, it's been hard and challenging, especially during quarantine, that distance that we can't like be in front of each other, but you're here and you're showing interest and you're active and you're with us, and we really appreciate that you took part of your time to join our awesome family. So yeah, so that's the essay portion. You also need a copy of your AGS service hours exported from Viking Engagement. We went over in a previous general meeting about how to submit service hours. However, next general meeting, stay tuned, because we will be going over how to export from Viking Engagement those service hours. And then as for letters of recommendation, you need 2, and it says form attached, simply meaning you can find it down here. So I'll be going back up, but so for example here, you need to remember that at least one of your recommendations should be completed by an instructor in your major, whether you're a business, a nursing, an English, computer science, bio, dietitian and nutrition major, kinesiology, whatever your major is. You want to at least have one recommendation letter from that major, and it's also okay to have 2 from that major, or just 1 from that major and 1 outside of your major. It doesn't matter, as long as you keep 1 from your major, you should be good to go. I suggest you start thinking about it this week and next week max, these 2 weeks, and thinking about who you want your instructors to write that recommendation letter for you for. You want to make sure that that they'll be able to like write about you and really like express how you're doing in the course, how you're interacting and stuff like that. So I suggest try to getting any instructors that you have more a stronger connection or like more interactions with. But yeah, make sure you think about it like at least these next 2 weeks, because you know this is due May 14th, Friday, May 14th, and we're already April 13, I believe. Yeah, it's April 13th, and you know, you want to make sure, just like, you know, all of us, you know, we all busy, and you know, we all have, you know, our own responsibilities in school and outside of school. And so same thing with our professors. So you want to give them like ahead of time, you know, like plenty of time for them to complete that recommendation letter. If they want to ask you questions to get to know you a bit more, especially, for example, you know, you want to give them time so they can actually complete it and have time to write it all down and proofread it and then send it to Professor BP, which is going to be right here. This is what's so cool about it, is that each page has Professor BB's email. If you didn't know, BB is our amazing advisor, one of them. And yeah, so what you're going to do is you're going to put your last, first name, once again, student ID. You want to keep your ID with you because you, in this form and the last form, you're going to need it. That email address, your middle initial, and phone number. And that's your part, your portion. Now the bottom portion, that's your evaluator's portion. They're going to put their name, their extension. Don't worry about that. They know what that is. Same with over this. So don't worry about that. So yeah, you're going to be sending these to your professors. Now let's go back up here. So once you're done with that, let's say, you know, you sent your request to get your recommendation letters done. While you're doing that, you can also get you can do any of these too. So recent copy of your unofficial transcript. We have gone over how to get that because in order to apply, you know, as a member for AGS, you needed to send a copy of your unofficial transcript to your VP of membership, Ms. Jessica Tang, to review. In order to be accepted, you need to have that cumulative GPA, or your this semester GPA. And so if you don't know how to do that, or you forgot how to do that, you can always refer back to that general meeting. We will be linking it on our email, or you can always just, you know, email us and we can help you out. Or even after this meeting, if you need help, you want to get that done and over with, you know, you can just let us know on the Zoom chat, and we'll be more than happy to help you out. And then last but not least, completed and signed course and progress grade form attached. So I'm gonna go. This is the last portion of your scholarship form, and so it's right here, course and progress grade verification. So this is so they can see what courses you're taking and your current grades. So you put your student name, your student ID here. This is the last part. You're gonna put your ID in, and then your signature and the date you're completing this. And then so you're gonna put all your courses for this semester only. Okay, so spring semester, all your courses. If you need more, like if you have more, you can always print another one of these out. But yeah, you put your course name, section, and section name, signature, and current grade. You don't need to worry about that because that is the portion that your instructor is gonna do. So just worry about filling out first, second, and third rows, and then columns, and then signature and current grade. That's for your professor, your instructor to finish. You're gonna be emailing this to all your instructors from the courses, and if, let's say, one of those instructors also is doing a reference form, why not kill two birds with one stone? And as you're sending this reference form to one of your instructors, also send this one so they can write their name. So they can sign their portion, whichever column that they're signing. But yeah, that is it. This was a very brief, detailed overview of the scholarship form. We will be making a YouTube video on it and posting it, and also showcasing showcasing it in the next general meeting with more details on, like, for example, how to exactly export those service hours and how to get your unofficial transcript. But yeah, so that was it for this form here. And once you have it done, it should be all emailed to Professor BB, and here's his email right here. Once again, AGS will be having the application committee and sending emails out, so we can help you out, make sure that we can look over it just really quickly, see it's all completed, it's all done, and before you send it in, you can proofread your essay, whatever you like. Just make sure everything's correct, and then you'll be good to go. So yeah, thank you guys, and we'll be moving forward with our next topic for today's meeting.